Okay, so this is a response video to the guy that made the tricep pull down machine. This is my pulley up here. I have mine attached to the ceiling, to the joists in my basement here. I have two pulleys because I believe that putting two pulleys up there makes it swing a little less. If you just have one pulley, I think you tend to swing more when you pull down on the weight. If you have two, it totally stops the swing. But I don't know. It's, you know, you could get by with one easily, but two will stop all the swing. So I had the same, pretty much exact same setup you did for the tricep. I had the small pipe. This is a 1/2-inch gas pipe, and I had the cable. I got one of these quick release little things here, which I don't think you use, but I'm not, at least not for this application. Anyway, I had the cable going through the plumbing tee. I know you put a cap on yours, and you had a little eyelet through it, a metal eyelet. So I just have mine go right through the plumbing tee. And I had this for the same reason you did, because I had all these little standards, we call them standard size weights back when I was a kid. Then the big ones we called the Olympic plates. So anyway, I have a lot of these, and I wanted to use them, and so I wanted to use them on this. So, but I've got a lot of dumbbells with the the adjustable dumbbells. They're not solid, so I use the small plates for that, the standardized plates for that, and then I have a tricep press. So I use the little standard plates, and then I have a wrist roller for my forearms over there. So I use them. I just want to get some use out of them. So anyway, that's my wrist roller. So I finally switched to this because I got tired of unscrewing this to change the weight, because the head would have to come off whether you have a little quick release clip here or not. The head always had to come out. So finally I decided to switch to the bigger weights, the Olympic plates. And so it's easy, you know, you just go buy this pipe here. I get this at Home Depot. This is what is this, 1 1/4 inch pipe, and you can go a size bigger. I think 1 1/2 is pretty much the same size as the Olympic bar. So you know, this has got a little play in it. You can see how it's got a little play right there. So if you go 1 1/2, I think it is, it's a tighter fit if you want that. So that's what I believe this is, a 1 1/2 pipe. So I get the 1 1/2 pipe, pretty much the same setup. I got the plumbing, I forget what that's called on the bottom. It's to attach it to a wall to support it, basically. So I got the same thing on the bottom of here. And I got two pipes, so it's a quick release system now. You just put this bolt through here, and you change the weight, and you put it back on, and you run the screw through there. I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but I put a silver Sharpie, took a silver Sharpie and put a mark right here. So you line up that mark with the hole, so you know where the hole is, and you just stick it through, and then you do your thing. Works great. I liked your idea on the low row. I drilled a hole in here. I was going to put a pipe in here. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not. I may change that. I don't know. Anyway, this is my power rack that I've been working on. It's not done yet. It's close to being done. Some of the things I want to do a leg press machine on here, like I've seen some other guys do, where you have attached it low. I already drilled the hole down here low for a pipe. There's the pipe in there right now. So I'm going to get some 2x6, I think, and have it swivel this way, and I'm going to lay flat on my back on the floor, push it up and down. And I think I'm going to put a swivel where I put my feet on it, with using a piece of pipe and some pipe clamp so that it swivels a little bit to make it more comfortable on my feet. And I also have a gym membership, and I was at the gym yesterday, and I was considering if I could put an actual leg press machine in here. So I would put what I'm thinking about doing. This is my scrap lumber over here. What I'm thinking about doing is this, attaching 2x4 on a diagonal, the same angle they have it at the gym. Attach it at the bottom down there and up here, and create a track system on top of this, or maybe 2x4s, you know, or 3, or whatever it takes, maybe 4x4 material, whatever. And then I would, just like they have at the gym, I would put a thing here. It would be 90 degrees to this, so I'd have a brace against the block wall here, and then I would push the weight up and down with my legs on a roller back and forth on these. So, and I could make these quick release too with a couple of bolts. I didn't do the solid 4x4s on my uprights. I just did 2x4s, and then I filled it in where I wanted to. And the way I attached these to the power rack was just with these brackets like I use here. Same thing here. Just screwed it right to it. Used some big wood screws with Phillips heads and just drove it right in. And you can see the screw sticking through here a little bit. This is just in a 2x4. The heavier ones go through the multiple layers of 2x4. And it seems to hold just fine. You know, I've got a 45 and a 35 on there, and I also put a 25 on there when I'm not using it. I'm using it right now, but and it seems to hold it just fine. Now, if you want to make it stronger, it struck me afterward, is to drill a hole big enough for this 1 1/4 or 1.5 inch pipe all the way through your 2x4, but I'd use a 2x6. I'd go, you know, another size bigger. Drill it all the way through so the pipe goes all the way through. And then put your bracket on the other side, so you'd screw it on the back side backwards, and it won't go in as deep because the bracket is made for the pipe to go on this side, not this side, but it will go in. So you run your pipe all the way through, and you screw the threads into here and screw it on, and you could stand on that. You could put hundreds of pounds on that without it breaking. You could use it as a climbing wall if you wanted, I'm sure, but just the 4 screws that go in here seem to be holding just fine. So anyway, that's it.